People often ask me how I came to be a train farmer. I tell them it's not something you choose, it's something you're born to do. People don't understand that sort of thing nowadays. In the old days, you did what your family did. In my case, I was born with train farming in my blood. It's no easy life. Not just anyone can do it. My father couldn't. He was too busy drinking and playing cards. My mama had to raise me pretty much on her own. The family business of train farming started with my great-grandfather. You see, my great-grandpa was an inventor. He spent most of his time dreaming up better ways to do things. Folks used to say that his mind was always working, especially when his hands weren't. Unfortunately, no one in town was interested in my great-grandfather's discoveries. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, was their motto. In other words, they liked to do things the way they'd always been done. Great-grandpa never quite fit in these parts. That might have crushed the spirit of a lesser man, but it didn't affect him one bit. He kept right on seeing the world not as it was, but as it could be. And so, one day as he looked out over the fields, he got the idea that he'd lay down some railroad tracks and grow himself a train. Of course, no one believed he could grow a train out of some railroad tracks, but that didn't stop him. He figured he had nothing to lose by trying. It wasn't easy becoming the first train farmer. My great-grandfather had to struggle for every inch of dirt he ever got. But by the time he left this world, he had 2 fine tracks running right through the middle of town, and a whole lot more respect from the locals. His son, my grandfather, took those tracks and made them into something beautiful. Grandpa spread rocks in the spaces between the tracks, shined the rails, cleared out the grass. He was a quiet, hard-working man. Taught me everything I know about train farming when I was just a boy. Which was a good thing, because I didn't learn much from my father. Papa drank and gambled and ran up debts all over town. Made himself and all us Jehobsons unwanted in these parts. When I was a boy, people didn't seem to like me much, and I couldn't understand why. I saw them, looking out of the corner of their eyes. Made me feel uncomfortable, but My mama told me to keep my head up high and look 'em straight in the eye, she said. We were always short on money, so I fixed things up here and there and sold whatever I could find or could make, anything to help Mama put food on the table. As I got older, I began to understand that people looked at me funny on account of my father. They were looking for signs that I was turning out just like him. But I knew I was nothing like him. I knew deep down in my bones that I was a train farmer, just like my grandpa and his father before him. It was hard, though, watching my father crawl into a whiskey bottle and waste away. I kept waiting for him to sober up and go out on the tracks and make something of himself. I wanted him to be someone we could all be proud of.